Hey everyone, I'm Marc Sievers and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So summer is officially here, and when I think of summer, I think of the age-old little kid's tale, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And that's exactly what we're gonna make together today. We're gonna make my brand new recipe for fresh strawberry ice cream. So when I was a kid, me and my cousins on summer break, we would go to classic ice cream stands and even farm stands and enjoy big sugar cones with fresh ice cream scoops, and we'd sit on the hood of the cars or the roof of the cars, and ice cream would drip down our hand and our wrists, and it was such great memories. There was even like duck ponds, and happily those ice cream stands and farm stands that I grew up going to in Massachusetts are still around, and my family still goes to them all the time. So just a little fun story for you. I'm sure you also have great summer memories as kids and even adults eating ice cream. So my fresh strawberry ice cream is like the epitome of walking through a fresh strawberry field. And there's a few little tips and tricks along the way, so I'm really happy to take you on the journey of making your homemade fresh strawberry ice cream at home. So it starts off with a custard. So there's two different kinds of custard. There's I use a heavy cream and sugar custard. There's also ones that you have to do egg yolks and sugar and whip them and do all these things. And I just find all of that really complicated, especially in the middle of summer when I want to spend less time in the kitchen cooking and more time at the beach. So my custard, we've made it together before. I'll put the link to the video for my vanilla bean ice cream right here for you. And I have it already pre-done. The two tricks that I'll give you a little overhead. The two tricks that I show you, and I always do, is first, you'll know the custard is cooked on the stove when you take your thumb and your forefinger and you just run it through the custard when it's still warm, of course, and you don't feel any sugar granules. It doesn't need to get hot or even close to simmering. It just needs to get warm enough to melt that sugar. And then when you pour it into the bowl, what I like to do is take a piece of plastic wrap and press it directly onto the top of the custard and then seal around the bowl before I put it into the refrigerator. What that will do is prevent it from getting a skin. We don't want a skin on a custard. It gets this rubbery, weird texture. So we want nice, smooth, beautiful custard. And happily, that's exactly what I have here. So I'm gonna take let's taste it. I can't help myself. That does taste just like beautiful vanilla custard. So I'm gonna take the little plastic wrap off this and just put it aside here. And next, we're gonna get our strawberries ready. We can't have fresh strawberry ice cream without beautiful summer strawberries. So I'm gonna show you, I made some ahead of time because they do, like the custard, once we add sugar and lemon zest to them, we do have to put it into the refrigerator to chill overnight. And don't worry, all of the measurements and all of the directions are at marcsievers.com. So just sit back, relax, and have ice cream envy. So this is about taking beautiful strawberries. I got these at the farmer's market, and I'm gonna hull them, which all that means is just taking out the green stem and a little bit of that inner. And what I do is just take my knife in an angle. You can use a serrated knife. I just use a little chef's knife just because I use this knife pretty much for everything and it works for me. And you just kind of go around. I'll do another one for you. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my knife at an angle and I'm just running it right around that stem and that little bit of a core to that strawberry. And then it pops right out. And then for this recipe, you don't need to worry about exactly getting them to a 1/4 of an inch dice. You just want to get them as close as you can, because what that will do is, you would add them to this bowl, which mine are already done. You're going to use about 1 pound of strawberries total, and a little bit of sugar, a little bit of fresh lemon zest. And what that lemon zest does is kind of awaken and brighten up those berries, and it just gives them a little extra oomph that most strawberry ice creams don't have. So next, it's about taking these berries that are delicious and sweet and almost syrupy. And soft. And they smell amazing. And I want to puree them. So I have a little handy dandy mini food processor here. And you'll see, give you a little peek overhead here. You'll see there's all this liquid in here, this gorgeous syrup. And unfortunately, if we added that to our little mini processor, it will make the berries very watery. So I'm just using a little slotted spoon and just kind of draining them and putting them into the bowl of the little food processor. You can keep this delicious syrup because you can actually drizzle it onto your ice cream. You can drizzle it onto pound cake. There's not much, but it's delicious. Or if you're like me, you can even add a little vodka to make a little cocktail. Or even a little bit of champagne. It's really good. Has all the sweetness of strawberries and that little lemon kick. So I'm just gonna push that aside here. And typically I like texture in my food, but we wanna get the strawberries as smooth as possible because that strawberry puree will be added into the custard later. So here we go. It's easy, quick and easy. Look at that. This looks delicious. So you'll see that, actually I'll take it over here for you. I'll give you an even better close up here. You'll see that this beautiful berry mixture, a little chunky, not too much, not too bad though, and it tastes absolutely delicious. It still has a little bit of texture to it. And from here, I don't even strain it. I want all of that texture into the final ice cream. It really does. That's what gives it that farm stand fresh strawberry quality. So now we're gonna get our custard started. So this is all of the custard, the vanilla custard. And what I'm gonna do is put this into the bowl of my ice cream maker. The bowl is nice and cold. It's been in the freezer for, I think, 2 days now. And I'm gonna pour half of this custard in. I found that if I tried to do all of the custard at once and all of the puree, later on, it doesn't get that nice aeration. It kind of gets a little dense and icy. So by processing this in little batches, I found that to be absolutely perfect. So put this on, little lid, flip it on, and we'll check back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Easy. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes, and let me show you what that beautiful vanilla custard has turned into. That's really cold. So it is now the most beautiful velvety vanilla bean ice cream ever. So that's the perfect consistency. So now it's time to add our fresh berries. So I'm gonna add my strawberry puree right in and put the lid on and turn it on for another 10 to 20 minutes. When you put the strawberry puree in, don't worry if it gets a little runny or a little thin. As that continues to turn, or churn, C-H-U-R-N, that will get nice and thick and creamy. So I'll see you back here in about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so it's been about 12 minutes, and I cannot wait to show you what has happened. So look at this gorgeous, fresh strawberry ice cream. This is the time to really enjoy it because I want to show you how fluffy and light. It's like eating strawberry whipped cream. It's so delicious. It tastes like no other store-bought strawberry ice cream you've ever had. It really is just the essence. So from here, I would scoop it into a freezer-proof container, put that into the freezer, put the other half of the custard, other half of the strawberries, and just follow that same process as we just did. And then you'll end up with perfectly delicious strawberry ice cream. Again, you can eat it just like this, but it's also delicious. Frozen. It's so good. I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little notification bell so you're notified of new videos as soon as they post. Head over to marcsievers.com for the full written recipe. Make sure you read it through. And many other ice cream recipes, including my salted caramel ice cream. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. I have ice cream to eat, but which one do I eat? This recipe and more can be found on my website, marcsievers.com. Thanks for watching.